Very good morning, all of you. Today I'm going to explain about how the for loop works, and it is the simplest way. Very good morning. I am Anshurani Singh. The for loop, if you have to understand it is very much simple to a cycle, a bicycle which keeps on running and running till the time you reach the destination. So, a for loop also works in the same way the cycle moves. The standard definition of a for loop is it is used for executing a sequence of statements again and again. That means if there are certain sequence of statements, then that will be repeated till the condition becomes false. Well, the standard definition or the standard syntax of a for loop is it is written as for I in range, start, stop, and then semicolon, and after that, body of the loop is written. That means when the value of I is at the starting position, it will initially check whether it has reached the stop position or not. If it has not reached the stop position, then body of the loop will keep on executing. After execution of body of the loop, again the value of I will change, and again with the new value of I, it will again check whether it has reached the stop condition or not. If the stop condition is not reached, again body of the loop is executed. To make it understand more better, I'll show you a for loop, the flow chart of this. So here's the flow chart. In this flow chart, we can see entering the for loop for each item in the sequence. When a for loop is read, it is read for the first time. Initially, it checks whether the last element has reached or not. If it has not reached, then body of the for loop is executed. Again, it goes back. Again, it checks whether the last element has reached or not. If not, then again whatever is there inside the body of the for loop, that part is executed. Again execution of the body, again it goes back, again it checks for the last element, and finally this step keeps on taking place like a bicycle. And the moment it has reached the last element, it will stop, and it will stop, and the loop will exit. So this is how the flow chart of the for loop executes. Now let us take an example over here. For I in range, start, stop. Now this is the standard syntax of a for loop. Now what is this happening over here in this Python program? For I in range 0 to 5, and what is written here inside the body? Print move forward. This particular statement has been written in resemblance to this drawing. So when the value of I is 0, what has to be done? The cycle has to be moved forward. The cycle will move forward. Again, when the value of I, after executing I is equal to 0, it will move forward. Again, value of I changes to I is equal to 1. It happens automatically. When the value of I changes to 1, then again it checks that 1 is not greater than 5. 1 is less than 5. Condition is true. So again what has to be done? Body of the loop, move forward. Again I changes to 2, and 2 is less than 5. So again move forward. Again I is less than 3. Again move forward. I is 4, and again it is 4 is less than 5. It moves forward, and finally when the value of I becomes 5, the condition becomes false, and the loop will terminate and it will stop. So this is how it is the simplest working of a for loop. This for loop is having number of other shapes or number of other ways how you can execute a for loop for your own convenience. The samples of for loop are for I in 1 2 3. See here 1 2 3 is written inside a square bracket. So when square brackets are there, that means for exactly these 1, 2 and 3 values you have to execute the value of I. So for this example number 1, for I in 1, 2, 3, print I. So what is I? I is 1. So what will be printed here? For the first one, the answer that will be printed is 1, next line 2, next line 3. Because here in the first example, for I in 1, for I in 2 and for I in 3 has to be performed. So you have to be very much careful when you are using a square bracket. Now let us see the second example here. What is written? For I in range. Now the word is range over here. And after range, simple brackets are there. So simple brackets are there. That means now the whatever is there inside this simple bracket, that is the stop point. That means the value of I, when it reaches to less than 5, it will stop. That means this particular for loop will run from 0 to less than 5 number of times. 0 to less than 5 number of times. That means this particular for loop will give me the answer as 0, next line 1, next line 2, next line 3, 4, and that's it. Here is the third example of a for loop for I in range 5 to 10. Here 5 is the start position, 10 is the stop position. Print I. Now here the starting number will be 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, and it will run till 10 minus 1 times. So the output that I will get is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the sample how the for loop runs for various ways. Now, how much you have understood from this video, you can check your understanding by clicking on this particular icon. You can click on this icon and you can check your understanding. I hope the video was clear to you, and if not, then you can write in your queries to me. Thank you.